another way to be, another way to see, another life to live. There is another way, another road to take, another way.
Hiya, my name is Jen and I am the founder of Conscious Detox Living, and I am about to launch my first ever video podcast series. I am beyond excited, also find it a little bit surreal as I've been writing blogs for the last 3 years to kind of navigate through my own burnout, and the purpose of this series for me is to bring those words to life for anybody else that is navigating or going through the same type of things. So if you are somebody that can resonate with burnout, with anxiety, with stress, with this constant need to keep doing, that the brain that won't switch off, the urgency kind of bubbling up around you, which you can't even sit down and switch off, then this is for you. The last few years, without a doubt, have taken me to places I never expected to go. We deregistered our daughter from school. We sold our house, which also meant walking away from a business that we'd created from the ground up. And it was all without a clear plan, just a quiet inner knowing. There were moments when life was feeling more balanced, where we felt like maybe we could continue as we were, but we knew that balance was still based on old survival strategies, on old patterns and beliefs, and they were keeping us moving, but they were stopping us from feeling. It was this kind of keep proving, keep pushing, keep overdoing and coping, and it looked like balance, but really it was survival in disguise. And to truly live in a way that supported us, we knew there was more that we had to unlearn. We moved in with my parents, we travelled to Southeast Asia, and then we came back again to make space for the next chapter. I trained in different practices, not for the certificates, but to kind of bridge the gap between what I knew and how we were living, because it can only take us so far. Like, real life was asking for more. It wasn't just about me. I could see the pressure on my family too, and they didn't always have the words or the tools to name what was happening. And for years I tried to fix everything, or even without realising I was missing a lot of the things that I needed to see, missing what was really there. And it felt easier to push it aside than to face the truth. But I've come to see that it was never about fixing, and ignoring it was only making that worry grow. What we needed was the space to listen, to unlearn, to let go, and to relearn how to do things differently. And that became the quiet truth that I could no longer ignore, that there had to be another way. Because balance built on silence, blame, fear and pressure is never balance at all. I realised that we don't have to keep doing life in the only way that we're taught to. And some of the heaviest parts of the experiences in life are the ones that we don't let anybody else see. And that is often where the change begins. So this podcast is about what becomes possible when we're no longer just surviving, when we're no longer just trying to get through the day. Because are we really living if all we're doing is surviving? When we start to notice our patterns, when we finally loosen the load that we've been carrying for so long, and we remember that there isn't only one way to do life. And many of us believe that life is hard, and yes, sometimes it is, but when that hardness consumes us and we feel like we just have to keep on pushing through, it also feels like we're starting to lose parts of ourselves as well. So this space is about meeting ourselves with more care, so the worry doesn't carry us away, so we can stay present even in the middle of it all. For a long time I couldn't even see past the life that I thought I had to keep living. So I'm going to share here what I've learned. They're not answers, they're not quick fixes, But just reflections and reminders, I suppose like a compass. It's not a map. It'll be different for every single person. But for anyone who is tired of just surviving or quietly wondering if there might be another way, this isn't a one-size-fits-all path, and it's not a polished and it's not a perfect life. We're building something that can hold us with whatever we feel and not push past it. The first season is called Foundations for Living Differently. When life feels heavy, the hardest part can often be knowing where to turn. So if you've ever felt that life is heavier than it should be, then this is for you. The podcast is about coming home, not to a place, but to yourself. And I can't wait to share what's unfolding here. If it lands, you'll feel it, and that is enough to begin. Welcome home.
There is another